trainers. Saturday, April 29th was Community Day Classic, Swinub Community Day. Ended up doing something a little bit different for Community Day this time, which is why we're doing a bit of a different format here today. Since I have moved and I am now in kind of the middle of nowhere as far as Pokemon Go maps go and Pokestops and Pokegyms, I'll put up a little video screen recording of what it's like around this area just to show you what I mean, but there's really nothing around here. So for Community Day on April 29th, for Community Day Classic, I decided to take the bus downtown back to my old hood because downtown is a really amazing place to play Pokemon Go. And I honestly did not know how good I had it until I left, right? I did not realize how good of a playing situation I had down in my hood down there. You know, it was so good down there that I'm going back there now by bus to play Community Day.
Friendship.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep! Nope.
Playing on the bus was definitely a new experience for me. I've never really played on the bus for that long before. I've only played for like probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes in little spurts. But on Community Day, I played on the bus for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. During actual Community Day, it was an hour and a half on the bus that I was playing. But then, of course, I played on my bus ride home as well. It was quite a different experience. It was a little overwhelming, to be honest with you, because it was like around every corner. When you get to a bunch of Pokestops or a bunch of gyms, it was like poof, quickly, fast catch. To my surprise, when I had searched 4-star after getting off the bus, I had actually caught 2 perfect 100% IV Swinubs on the bus in the first like hour. Because of course I wasn't really checking the IVs, I was just catching because the pace of having to play on the bus when there's so many stops and so many gyms, you have to pick up the pace, right? You have to do it fast. So I did not have time to check IVs until I was off the bus and had some time to walk around. And then when I just searched 4-star, I was like, oh, 2 hundos. So now I have 3 hundo Swinubs. I don't even really know what to do with all of them. Of course, I'm going to max out one, totally, I have to, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with the other ones. I'm going to have to look it up and see if they're good for like Great League. I know that Mamoswine is really, really good for Master League, so I'm going to max him out for Master League for sure. So what am I going to do with them? I'm not sure. Right now, I have 1 Swinub, 1 Mamoswine, and 1 Piloswine, however you pronounce that. One of each of the stages of the evolution, because I think that's kind of cool. But I don't really know what to do with them. And if you guys have any ideas, just feel free to let me know in the comments. We have some screen recordings to go over from the ticketed research. I need to profusely thank BeanX on Twitter for gifting me this ticket. That was so nice of you, Bean. You really didn't have to do that. Bean is someone in the Pokemon Go community who is a PvP battler extraordinaire, if you ask me. The first time I actually battled a trainer, like, you know how when you go into the friends list and you can request a battle with a friend that you're friends with on Pokemon Go, Bean was actually the first person that I'd ever done that type of battle with. He basically invited me to battle and I was like, well, crap, I can't say no, it's Bean, right? And I got my butt whooped. I was so happy to have that experience with him for the very first time, to be honest with you. Thank you so much, Bean, again for this ticket. I really do appreciate it. So we're gonna see what the professor has to say. He is, of course, always gonna start with, hey, Angela Mary B, what he says all the time. Hey, Angela Mary B. Hey there, Angela Mary B. Have you noticed all the swine about today? I wonder if there's something they find enticing buried around here. After all, swine rub their snouts on the ground to find and dig out food. Their favorite food is mushrooms that grow under dead grass. In fact, in ancient times, the people of Hisui relied on this skill. Best we don't interrupt any swine up mid-snuffle, but we can still spend some time observing them. And that was all he had to say for part 1. I had already completed 2 of the 3 tasks, and then I just had to go ahead and power up Pokemon 10 times, so I went ahead and did that. I kind of did the classic way of playing for myself on Swinub Community Day this time. You go catch crazy for the first 2.5 hours. And then literally during the last like 45 minutes, half hour, just kind of go and speed run the research. And that is essentially exactly what I did here on Swinub Community Day. After I decided what to power up, I claimed everything. And then, of course, for number 2 of the professor, you're right, some mushroom soup does sound good, Meltan. What? What? You're right, some mushroom soup does sound good, Meltan. Meltan? I mean, I guess like with the season research, there's Meltan and Melmetal, but like, what? Anyways, Angela Mary B, welcome back. Though I should have heard you coming with those sniffing swinub behind you. Swinub's evolution, Piloswine, however you say it, also has a sensitive nose, and their thick coat of long hair helps them endure freezing cold. Sounds cozy, doesn't it? Maybe I should take a hint and grow my beard out during the winter months. Wonder what the professor would look like with a beard. Ahem, you're right, I'm sure their hair is different from mine. The cold is nothing a good parka can't fix anyways. Let's have a look at Piloswine in person. And then for number 2, I had to catch 15 Swinub, transfer 10 Pokemon, evolve 3 Swinub. So I went ahead and evolved to some shinies, because of course I want that shiny dex entry. Of course, you gotta get that shiny dex entry for the next part of the research. Is that a walking coat or a Piloswine, Angela Mary B? What? Oh, not even a chuckle? It made me laugh, okay? I didn't expect my joke to get such a chilly reception, haha. Professor, you always make me laugh, don't even. I'll make it up to you with a cool fact. Piloswine's evolution, Mamoswine, has tusks made of ice. I didn't know that. That's cool. As the weather grows colder, its ice tusks grow longer, thicker, and more impressive. What do you think Mamoswine's tusks will look like on a day like this? On a day like this, I'm pretty sure they'd be gone. So I managed to complete the Pillow-Swine last page of the research in like the last 5 minutes of the event, which was like, whew, super lucky for me, honestly. Last part of the research, professor says, great work, Angela Mary B. Mamoswine's tusks really are impressive. It's hard to imagine anything could get the better of a Pokemon this sturdy. In fact, the Pokemon has been around a long time. I recently read that a frozen Mamoswine was dug up from soil dating back 10,000 years ago, and it woke up to my amazement. In a way, seeing Mamoswine today is like looking back in time. What other Pokemon that we see today were also around then? How have they changed? All fascinating questions that require further research to answer, but what we've observed of Swinub, Pillow-Swine, and Mamoswine today is a great start. Think on it as you go about the rest of your day, and come back soon to tell me your theories. But until then, thanks for spending the day with me. Let's go! Let's go! I got 19 shinies on Community Day this time around, 19. I was pretty pleased with that. And of course my 200% that I got on the bus, which was crazy, honestly. I don't even know if I've gotten 200% Pokemon in one day before. I'd have to look at the dates of all my hundos and really see that. To those who are used to me matching my clothes to the shiny that is featured, there's like green little patches in this shirt. That's the best I could do. Unfortunately, half of my things right now are in storage because I had a very chaotic move. So I have a room somewhere, and then all my stuff besides the stuff in my room is essentially in storage. It's gonna be a kind of an interesting couple months here for me coming up here, to be quite honest with you guys. I had a really fun community day. Thank you again so much, Bean, for the ticket. Let me know how your community day went. After crunching some numbers here from Swinub Community Day, looks like I caught 500 Pokemon on Community Day, which I kind of figured I caught about that much when I was thinking about everything and thinking about how much storage space I had. Got 200%, of course. Got 198% Pokemon on top of that. As well as that, I also got a ton of other Pokemon that were really good IV. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with all these Swinub. Of course, I got 19 shiny Swinub, and out of the 19 shiny Swinub that I got, none of them were 3 stars. None of them were good IV. So gonna keep them for trades. Maybe I can get a good shiny Swinub IV out of trade, but maybe I really shouldn't complain since I got like, you know, 2 hundos and a 98% and everything else. I did pretty good. I gained over 100,000 Stardust, a million XP gain. I only used 2 star pieces because I didn't have a lot of coins, and I've been putting my coins into maxing out my Pokemon storage recently, so I don't really have coins to spend on star pieces or this or that, and I don't want to put money into the game right now with everything happening with Heroes Niantic. Besides, you know, gifting people tickets. I have gifted 2 friends tickets, but besides that, me gifting people tickets to say thank you for them gifting me tickets, I don't really want to spend money on the game until Heroes Niantic is addressed by Niantic personally. Of course, you know, everyone else can do what they want to do with the game. You know, I don't judge. Play the game how you want to play the game. It's a game. I really hope that everyone who played Swinub Community Day had a great time, and I really hope that everyone's doing well. Till next time, remember to take care of yourself and take care of each other. As always, thank you so much for everything, guys. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, see ya. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Pokemon. The star of PokeyPokemon. You got Pokey.
Oh man, a Swinub?